Hey there, Fight here with well, it's not a promotion, it's not a joint venture in the traditional sense. I'm not asking you to sell anything. Exactly the opposite. I'm asking you to do something really nice for your list and get paid handsomely in return. Okay, so here's how this goes, or what I've got planned. Basically, I am collecting at the moment nominations for the 2011 Internet Marketing Tools Shootout. And it's a little bit more than just the tools. It's basically best services, best tools to use, even best gurus to follow. And of course, that's something where you could be nominated and hopefully get enough firepower behind you to get up in the rankings. So you can read through all of this. This is how it's going to help your list. Basically, the idea is to figure out for them what really works. Okay, what tools can you use that really give you results? What services can you use to actually really give you results? Who are the top gurus who give you great advice so you can actually go get started and start making money online? Now, at the moment, and sort of a timeline here, at the moment it's time for nominations, then there's going to be a little competition where we get everyone involved, and once again, a great opportunity for you to present yourself, because if you're one of the nominees, what I'm going to do is ask every one of the nominees to provide some prizes, and then, if you get to the top, whoever gets closest in terms of predicting who are the winners is going to get some very cool prizes, and of course you're going to be featured with picture and everything you want in there. But the main thing, that's how it's going to work for you, is as follows. Alright, people go in here and they fill these things here, and hopefully you're going to be in one of these categories like AdSense, AdWords, Amazon, article marketing, blogging. Who provides great training in all of these things, all the way through Facebook, keyword research, competition research, offline. There's a big section on offline consulting, productivity, SEO. If you're in that section, make sure people nominate you. Social media, testing, video marketing, etc., etc. So the first thing is you're going to be in there and hopefully featured on this thing. The second thing that's going to happen is once we've got these nominations in there, people are going to vote for it. But here's the cool thing, all right? At the top of this page, what you see at the moment is this: the URL you're sending people to, right? Once they're all nominated and we've got the voting in, I'm going to create a guide which has the winners in it. Right, and it's going to be a high quality guide. I'll include interviews where possible, tips and tricks. So it's going to be a really high quality product. That's the whole purpose of this, okay? Creating a beautiful product that really helps people cut through the crap and get great advice on how to get started, how to build a business on the internet. Featured in there, of course, are the winners, and if you're one of the winners, that's super cool. Now, what's even better is I'm going to feature quite a few, hopefully, WSOs in there, and ClickBank products. And if you happen to have a ClickBank ID or happen to have a Warrior Plus ID, I'm going to stick them in there. So every time I recommend a ClickBank product, I'm going to replace, and I've had some software written for this, that basically embeds your affiliate ID in the PDF report. Okay, so every time you or someone then sells this report, gives it away, spreads it anywhere they like on the internet, your ID is going to be in there. And of course, the more people you drive through this offer in the beginning, the bigger your base or starting base upon which that viral effect is being built. So let me demonstrate how this works. Basically, this is all using the so-called cookie monster. All right, it's a plugin that basically lets you set a cookie, and what I've got is two cookies in there, right? A cookie monster. Come on. So here's our cookie monster, and it has two cookies in there. One is called CB, and one is called WF. Okay, that's ClickBank and Warrior Form, or Warrior Plus. By default, they're set to my IDs. Yippee! Okay, this number here is your ID inside the Warrior Plus system. At the end of every single link, you'll always have your number. Okay, feel free to steal this and replace all your links with that number. I'm grateful. No, kidding aside, this is your number. Okay, so you're going to have to pass those two numbers to the web page, and the way you do it is you go to the top. Here's the link. I'll put it down below, and you say $CB, and so at the moment this thing here, let me just demonstrate how this works, is your cookie is currently set to your ClickBank ID already. So let's set this to something else. This is whatever, the other CB ID, And then of course we want to add the warrior form, and WF equals it's almost Christmas. Alrighty, so these are the two IDs I'm passing in. Of course you want to replace that with your own stuff. So remember this is the other CB ID, and it's almost Christmas. And once this has loaded, we now go back to the cookie monster, and remember here it says your ClickBank ID and ABC. Now I'm going to go to Cookie Monster and reload this beauty. Come on. Thinking. And Cookie Monster, there it is. Your cookie is currently set to this is the other CB ID, and this is It's Almost Christmas. How cool is that? Righty. So that's part one. Very, very cool. There's the stuff that's get passed in, and now when I create that report, and by the way, these are set to 365 days. It's only going to take about 3 weeks until we produce that report. Everyone is then going to see your IDs in there. They're going to be embedded. Very, very cool. On top of that, I'm going to basically put that CB thing into every ClickBank offer I'm going to review on my blog, Internet Marketing Tools Update. I've got good traffic on there. So whoever you send, they're going to see my reviews with your ClickBank ID in it. What I cannot do, unfortunately, and that's due to a limitation in the Warrior Plus system, I cannot replace the Warrior Plus ID in my reviews, simply because you need to be approved for all these offers. So unless someone knows of a system where we can auto approve everyone who sends traffic to this for all the offers I'm reviewing, this would lead to empty links, and that would be bad for the website. Okay, but if someone figures out how to do this in the next 3 weeks, cool, I'm gonna do it. Here's the super killer. All right, at the top I've loaded this page, and here's the link. Okay, question mark CB blah blah blah, here's your stuff. Right at the very bottom of this page, let me just move this up. No, that's not what we wanted. Move up, will you please? Here we go. Now we can see it. It says Facebook like. Be the first one of your friends to like this. Okay, and guess what? They're liking this URL, which has your thing in there, so it goes totally viral. If you've got a good relationship with your list and you entice them, make sure to tell them that they should like this thing here, because this is going to spread your link, right? Your ID is going to be spread all over the place, and it keeps going like that. So every time someone goes to this link, your cookie thing is going to be set up there, and if they click like again, once again, it's your link that's being spread. So to summarize, there's super cool stuff in there for your list, simply because we're going to see what really works, what doesn't work, and they're going to get not only prizes in this whole competition, they're also going to get a super high quality report which they can use for themselves, which they can sell, which they can give away. They're going to have master resale rights, and what's in it for you, of course, is A, you're going to be super cool without selling anything, and B, your affiliate ID is going to be in that report. Alrighty, and it's going to be on my website, but only for ClickBank products, because I don't know how to do it for the Warrior Plus. If someone tells me how to do it, I'll do that too. Alrighty, cool. So, would like to have you on board. All you need to do is drive traffic to the link, and I'm going to stick that down below, and make sure you have the exact syntax like this: CB equals your ClickBank ID and WF equals your Warrior Forum ID, which is that thing there, and you have to make sure 100% it's CB in lowercase and Warrior Forum WF in lowercase. CB uppercase is a different cookie. Alrighty, we want CB lowercase and WF lowercase. Alrighty. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, just let me know. Hit me up on Skype or send me an email. You know where to find me. And happy Christmas. Speak to you soon. Bye. Hey there, Fight here with what I think is going to be quite an exciting, it's not an offer, it's a campaign I'm doing that's going to help your list, and probably, most likely, help you as well quite a bit in terms of actually making you money in two senses. Alright, so let me explain. What I've got here is the 2011 Internet Marketing Tools Shootout. So the idea is basically, at the moment we're at the nomination stage. The idea is to figure out what are the top tools, what are the top trainings, what are the top gurus, what are the top services in the internet marketing niche that are actually making people money. The stuff they're using on a day-to-day basis that's actually usable. as an example, I'm sure SENUC X is wonderful, but I don't have a PhD in SENUC X, so I don't find it that useful. However, there are plenty of tools I use on a regular basis that are really, really useful. So the idea is we're going to ask everyone to, at the moment, nominate what they've got then and what they're using in, for example, AdSense, AdWords, Amazon. Amazon training. What's the best Amazon training? What tools are you using to, convert people, etc., to duplicate sites, to do keyword research, ClickBank, web hosting, WordPress. What are the best WordPress plugins? You can already see SEO Presser or all these other tools we can stick in there. So at the moment it's nomination time, and then beginning of January there will be a little competition. So basically I'll take all the nominations and condense them into a list of top 10 nominees per category. So the top 10 website building, web hosting, etc. And then people can vote for them, and the competition is that whoever gets closest to or can predict best who are the winners in all the categories, they're going to get some cool prizes. And what I'd like to do is get, of course, you presented there as someone who sponsors a prize. If you've got a great product, or maybe a Skype session or something like that. So another way of getting extra exposure for you. Anyway, once we've got that, then there will be all the winners announced on the 11th of January, and you can read through all of this. I'll put the link down below. So far, so cool. So you get some extra exposure. The really cool thing is this here. Once all the winners are announced on the 11th of January, I will create a report with all these different winners in there, the top 3 winners. And here comes the cool bit, Marty. A lot of them, I expect, will be WSO offers, and a lot of them will be ClickBank offers. So what I've done is I've set up my website to accept cookie monsters. Alright, Cookie Monster is a plugin that basically lets you set cookies, and we will have 2 cookies. One is CB, which is basically ClickBank, and this is my ClickBank ID, and you of course replace it by yours, and it's valid for 365 days on my site. And the second one is Warrior Forum, or WSO Plus, or Warrior Plus, and Warrior Plus is this thing here. You look at your hop link, at the end there's always a number. Okay, this is my number. Feel free to replace that in your own link by my number. Go hijack my number. So you supply those 2. They get stored in cookies on my machine. Now here comes the cool part. I had written a piece of software that basically looks at these cookies, and then when we come to creating the big winners report, which is a PDF, which is structured in a way that people start distributing it virally. Okay, they have MMR rights, they can do anything with it, and it's going to be a top-notch, high-quality report that really sort of goes in why these different services and products are great, etc., etc. The software is going to take your cookie codes and stick them in there. How cool is that? Righty. So basically, you send anyone to my website right now, they're going to look at this, and they're basically the base upon which you are then going to distribute virally a report which has your affiliate links in there. For ClickBank links, anything ClickBank is going to be cookied to you, or linked to you, and anything Warrior Plus is also going to be linked to you. Now on top of that, as you know from my blog, I'm doing quite a few product reviews for ClickBank products and for Warrior Plus products, or WSOs. Everything that is ClickBank is going to be set to your link as well. So I'm going to replace this by automatically. It happens automatically. That's what Cookie Monster does on my website. It's going to be replaced by your, of course, for visitors who came through your link and who are created virally, if you like. What I can't do is do the Warrior Forum, the WSO Plus, because, and this is such a stupid thing, of course, you need to request each individual offer. Now, if there were a system where I could, go in and maybe this is possible. If there were a system where basically I review a product on the Warrior Forum and automatically you are then, approved for it, cool. I'd do it, but at the moment this would basically lead into nowhere, and as a result I can only do ClickBank. But hey, if we can convince Mike to do it, I'm more than happy to do all my reviews, hook them up in this way, that basically people who came to my website through your link, automatically every single review goes to you. Anyway, that's it. So there is this thing at the moment. It's a nomination stage. I can read everything above. You send people to this, and I'll show you what a link needs to look like. Basically, you send them to this link up here, and I'll stick it down below. And at the end of this link, you need to add the following. And I'll write it all down below. Question mark CB, which is what you saw here, righty? CB. It has to be CB. If you use uppercase CB, you're screwed. Use lowercase CB. And then equals whatever your ClickBank ID is. Your ClickBank ID. And then the and sign, and then of course WF, which is this one here, okay, for Warrior Plus. Oops. Equals, and then your number, the 4-digit number from here, this thing. Okay, make sure you have those in there. If they're not in there, they're going to be replaced, or by default this Cookie Monster puts my codes in there. If you don't supply Warrior Forum, if you don't apply ClickBank, my codes are going to be in there, and I'm going to be eternally grateful to you. But so you've got to make sure those two are in there, alrighty? And that's all. So basically, you put those in there. Warrior Forum equals, so look how I've put your ClickBank ID and Warrior Forum equals ABC in here. I hit return, and at the top of that link, at the end, there they are. Now look at this here. At the moment, Cookie Monster is set to Santicosa and 6096. Now let me go back to Cookie Monster, which is, where's Cookie Monster here? Let me reload this. Okay, you see it's reloading. And your cookie is now set to your ClickBank ID and to ABC. So you see this works instantly. People click on there, they go to that link, and the cookie is now set on this machine. And the only thing you can't see at the moment is those PDFs being generated automatically. But that will happen once we've got the final list. Alrighty, would love to have you on board for this. There's going to be a lot of fun. Ideally, if you already have any ideas what you'd like to supply as a prize when we get in here, let me know now. Send me an email, hit me up on the Warrior Forum or on Skype, so I can get people excited about the prizes coming up. Alrighty, speak to you soon.